Yo, what's going on, guys? The Kitty G on EGTV, and we're back again with another video. Smash that like button, subscribe button. You already know what it is. Support the boy. Trying to get to at least 14,000 subscribers very, very soon. But we got some big news today, ladies and gentlemen. Big news. If you guys haven't already heard, UEFA have confirmed that Arsenal's Europa League match versus PSV Eindhoven has been postponed after the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Her funeral will be proceeding this week, and due to policing, there will not be enough assets to help out and assist that game to go through. So at this moment in time, UEFA have released a statement that PSV and Arsenal's game will be postponed due to the service limitations for police resources and originally issued related to the ongoing event will no longer be available. Surrounding the mourning of Her Majesty the Queen II, and the new date will commence in course due. So the Europa League have officially the Europa League game for Arsenal this Thursday has officially been postponed. The Metropolitan Police will have told the club about their limitations, and subsequently UEFA have now postponed the game. This is big news after the fact that the first the game against Everton was postponed. Now most likely the game against PSV Eindhoven is confirmed that it will also be postponed. And let me just show you guys some of the information that we can see here. This is the information that we're getting at this moment in time. Let me just make sure you guys can see what I'm seeing. Yes. So this is the situation that we currently find ourselves in. UEFA released a statement on Arsenal and the match being postponed. Right. You also have here Europa League home fixture is going to be rescheduled at some point because we physically cannot play it on the 15th of September due to the limitations of the Metropolitan Police. Arsenal themselves have released this. Our fixture has been postponed. They put on the website. Let's see what it says on here. They probably say the exact same thing as what we've already seen. So yeah, they just go into the limitations of the situation, and of course, due to the passing of Her Majesty the Queen, they also make it clear that anybody who buys tickets will be able to exchange the tickets, and will be able to anybody who bought hospitality packages, anything else will also be valid for the rescheduled date. So yeah. The game is postponed, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the first game that's postponed. This is going to be there's going to be more games postponed. If you guys don't already know, this weekend's Premier League fixtures will also be postponed. So yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's looking like our next game could be up against Tottenham in the North London derby. Yeah, it could be a while before we play another game. But yeah, big up everyone in the chat. Hopefully you guys are well. Do me a favor, throw whatever questions or anything you have in the chat. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this situation. Personally, I'm absolutely gutted that we aren't getting to go ahead and play our games. I'm quite disappointed that they couldn't find some sort of solution to get us to continue to play our games. This is now going to be 3 games in a row that most likely will be postponed due to these unprecedented circumstances, and it just seems like it's not going to get with the fixture congestion. This is going to do more harm than good in our books. It's going to do more harm than good in our books. It's going to take us a while. It's going to be something that's going to cost us a little bit longer. But yeah, there's just so many different things that are going through my head. Why couldn't they change the fixture to be played at PSV? Maybe it's such short notice. They couldn't do that. When it comes to rest, do they care about the players' rest with the World Cup coming around? I don't think they really care. These games are not going to be played until the second half of the season. So after the World Cup, we're not going to see some of these games until after, because there's just nowhere to put the games. There is nowhere to actually put these games. Yeah, more rest. So more rest now, but in the long run, we get screwed over. Right now, we're getting rest, but in the long run, we're gonna get screwed over, my guy. In the long run, we're gonna get screwed over. That's the thing. It might be more rest now, but in the long run, we're gonna get screwed over. That's the issue. That is the issue with this whole situation. Yes, it benefits us now, but come next month or the month after that, bro, we're gonna be crying because we're gonna have such crazy fixture congestion. Absolute disgrace. Will fit all these games in? Yeah, where will they fit all these games in? This is another issue. Do they care about the fans who traveled all this way to get these games sorted out? No. These things change on a whim, and imagine somebody who came from all the way from Holland right now, had their flight and everything sorted. They already are here. Like, PSV fans must be annoyed because just yesterday I was reading an article to you guys telling you guys that they were allowed to think. Positive, Partey will be back. You know what? There's always positives and negatives, but Partey was going to be back regardless. Partey was already fit and available, ready to go for this game. So he was going to be ready. But the thing is, we were actually just going to probably give him a rest this game. We weren't gonna play him. That's the thing. If we did, I don't think we would have played Thomas Partey in this game regardless. The Premier League is stupid. This is not a Premier League decision. This is a policing decision. Clearly. Did you watch the Real Madrid game? Question mark. Bro, versus Mallorca. Real Madrid versus Mallorca. No, why? What happened? Let me know what happened. Um, I'm not gonna lie to you. I worked overtime this weekend, and I just didn't even like take too much time. I seen that they scored 4-1, but yeah, who I didn't watch that game. I didn't watch that game. Eagle, big winners are Liverpool, Chelsea, because they are in poor form and a lack of training. That definitely is true. Big winners for Liverpool, but Liverpool and Chelsea still have to play their Champions League games, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, Liverpool and Chelsea will still go ahead and play their Champions League games. Our Europa League game is being cancelled because it's at home, it's in London. That is why it's being cancelled. And if they go ahead with the Premier League games, all the London fixtures will be postponed also. So you're not going to have any games you're not going to have the Arsenal Brentford game. You're not going to have any of these games that are in London that are going to be going on this upcoming weekend. So if the Premier League does go ahead this weekend, which I doubt it will, just let's show you guys some of the fixture postponements. So let me show you. So this upcoming weekend, they have Brighton Crystal Palace is already postponed due to the police strikes. No, the train strikes, but that might not even go ahead. So because that was postponed a long time ago, they might not unpostpone it now. So that's one game that's postponed. Chelsea Liverpool, it's being played. It's being played. Where is it being played? Is it being played at at Chelsea's home? So yeah, no, it's being played in Liverpool. So why can't that game go ahead if it's happening in Liverpool? West Ham Everton, if it's in the London Stadium, there's no way that game's going ahead. You got the Arsenal Brentford game is probably going to be called off. Leicester Tottenham could probably go ahead. Crystal Palace Brighton was never going to happen anyways. The Fulham game is going to get postponed also. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 games potentially. Yeah, 4 more games that potentially could be postponed this weekend. So that's Brentford, Arsenal, Everton, West Ham, Crystal Palace, Brighton, and Fulham, Nottingham Forest. Those are some of the other games that could also be postponed this weekend. It's just a mess. It's just an utter mess. The Northern Derby will be a squeeze, a snore fest, because us and Spurs will not be match fit. Do you think so? It could be the opposite because we had so much time training. It could be an absolute crazy game. You might see madness going on. Chelsea's UCL match for Salzburg on Wednesday at Stamford Bridge is set to go ahead. The Premier League fixture against Liverpool on Sunday is expected to be postponed. What? How does that make sense? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. These things don't make sense, guys. But yo, guys, we have 28 of you guys in the chat right now. Hit that like button. Let me know. Do you think we're gonna get to see any Premier League action before? Are we gonna get to see any Premier League football before the international break? Because I question if we'll be able to see anything at this point. RIP Saka's legs. What do you, bro? Stop it. Stop it. Chelsea's game is getting postponed surely. If not, that's a joke, bro. It's a joke. It's a joke. How is it that our game is not being postponed, but Chelsea's game is? It's mad. I mean, our game is being postponed, but Chelsea's game isn't. Real Madrid is different gravy, bro. Real Madrid is Real Madrid, man. You know what? We have actually been linked to a Real Madrid player. If you guys don't know, yeah, we've been linked to Marco Asensio, but I'm gonna save that for a little bit later in the show. We'll talk about that in a little bit later in the show because I don't know if it's we still need to get up. We still need to get some of these other things out of the way first. But yeah, chat to me, people. I want to know: do you guys have any confidence that we're gonna play any Premier League action before the turn of the new year? Sorry, the turn of the new month. So are we going to play any fixtures in the month of September? Because I don't think we will. I think we're going to go into that international break, only have played one game, and the rest of the Premier League games this weekend, I don't think they're going to happen. I think there's going to be no Premier League fixtures this weekend, and they're going to postpone another weekend of Premier League fixtures completely. People who think some games are going to go ahead, I don't think any games are going to go ahead. I think they're going to postpone everything because they know the funeral's on Monday, and they want to, and they're going to probably still follow the procedure that they used to do back in the day, where there's no entertainment, no comedies, no nothing. I genuinely think that Iga should had hired the army. You know what? They don't want to call in the army all the time, obviously. Iga, the UCL game is at home. Why isn't this game canceled? I don't know. I don't know. Why isn't the Chelsea game canceled? Why isn't the Chelsea game canceled? I don't know. The Chelsea Liverpool at Stamford Bridge, yeah, obviously that is a day before the Queen's funeral, so of course that makes sense to a certain degree that they've canceled that game, especially since it's going to be played on a Sunday at 4 p.m. For the day before. Yeah, that makes sense to a certain degree. That makes sense. I get that. I get that. Why would Fulham Forest be postponed? Question mark. Because Fulham is based in London. Fulham's in London. That game is being played at Fulham's home ground, if I'm not mistaken. So if Fulham Nottingham Forest is being played at Fulham's home ground, 1 second. If Fulham Nottingham Forest is being played, yeah, Fulham's fixtures. What has been said on postponements? Yeah, so Fulham's game could also be postponed. Let me show you guys. Fulham's game could also be postponed. If you can see there, Nottingham Forest, Fulham update on fixtures. Fulham clash could be postponed. Yeah, all these games are at risk of being postponed. That makes no sense. What makes no sense? I get the Chelsea thing makes no sense. It doesn't. You guys are right. Iga, Liverpool and Chelsea is a big game. Big game. Police has to be there. There will be fights between the fan bases. I get that, but it's also the day before the funeral, so of course they're going to need to ramp up more police and everything. Lack of policing is an excuse that they're hiding behind, but realistically, the main reasons why they're doing this is because they just don't want to cause too much distress or trouble. They think it would just be simpler for the people in charge of the Premier League to keep themselves out of the headlines, out of trouble by just postponing the games. Because if they postpone the games, what they do is they put the fans up, they upset the fans, right? They don't care about upsetting us. Realistically, they don't give a shit about upsetting us. But if they upset the police, if they upset the people running other events, helping them in the future, they might not help them as much. So they need to keep certain people on side, and certain people need to be happy. That's just the reality of the situation. Fulham is in London. Yes, Fulham is in London. Fulham is based in London. My brother, keep grinding. Big up. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the new thumbnail. I made the new thumbnail today actually, and I just hope you enjoyed that thumbnail that I made. Let me know what you guys thought about that thumbnail in the chat right now. Also, we're gonna get into some other stuff right now. We're gonna have to get into some other stuff right now. Let's just see what we can talk about in a second. Just give me a second, and then we'll get into some other stuff as we are about to as we are about to shift away from the game that's being postponed on Thursday and now talk about the game that's being postponed midweek. Now, if you guys don't know, Arsenal are going to have 2 games postponed, 3 games postponed back to back now. So yes, we're going to have 3 games postponed back to back to back. It is quite upsetting. There's nothing we can do about it at this moment in time, but we are also most likely going to have the Brentford game postponed. Yes, the Brentford game is going to be postponed. The reason why the Brentford game is going to be postponed, as we already know, it's on the weekend. It's going to be a game based in London, and even if the Premier League went ahead, they wouldn't have enough resources to have other games going on in London at the same time. So the Premier League game versus Brentford on Sunday at 2 p.m. will most likely not go ahead. Yes. Let me just show you guys. There is a lot of reports coming out saying Brentford versus Arsenal. What we know about the postponements, we don't know much there. The game, new Brentford ground found. Why Arsenal versus Brentford could be a difficult ground as the Queen's funeral solution is found. That is definitely another issue because how close it is to everything else. And yeah, majority of the policing will be a main issue in why we won't be able to get these games sorted out in general. I think we knew about this from time. I knew that the moment this happened on last Thursday that we were not going to get any football until October. I tweeted this out a while back ago, and when I tweeted it out, we already knew. Like I already said, October 1st is the next game Arsenal is going to play. Hence why I already started putting out things saying what is the expected points of our next 5 games if we're playing Tottenham, Liverpool, Leeds, Southampton. So I'm gonna throw that in the chat to you guys right now. Let me know what you guys think about this right here. Let me know what you guys think. How many points do you expect Arsenal to get out of our next 5 games from Tottenham, Liverpool, Leeds, Man City, and Southampton? We just got to look forward because at this point, looking back is not going to benefit us. We're not going to actually we're not going to gain anything from this at this point. I just think it's just a dire situation. And of course, the unfortunate passing of the Queen has subsequently caused a lot of other things to change, but that's just culture in the UK. That is the country majority of us live in, or some of us who don't live in would understand, of course, because you understand how the royalty in the UK are and how they are respected figures that get all this treatment. So yeah, we're not going to get to see Arteta and Arsenal play for about 5 weeks now. I would say it's going to be about 5 weeks. No, 4 weeks. 4 weeks. So yeah, from last Thursday until our next game, North London Derby, it's going to be on a Sunday or a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. If I'm not mistaken, it's on a Sunday. 1 second. It's on a Sunday that our next Premier League game. No. We play Saturday 12:30 kickoff. So the good thing is we're going to be the first game back. Good thing. It's London situation of Cap. Wenger met her twice. Yeah, Wenger did meet her twice. Yeah, it's a Saturday morning kickoff, early kickoff. Yeah, 12:30 early kickoff. I wish I could go, man. I booked that day off anyways. So regardless, I'm going to be watching the game. Let's just look at some of the other things that have been going on today, because there's been a lot of news that has gone under the rug really because of the fact that the game has been postponed. There has been some other random news that I've been hearing. I don't know if you guys heard any of these news, but there's some funny news that I've seen, and then there's also some stuff about like Marquinhos, potentially Marquinhos could go on loan. That is another thing that I'm hearing. Very, very interesting situation there. I didn't think Marquinhos would be sent out on loan. So yeah, that is another thing. That is another thing that I'm hearing right now. Marquinhos could be listed as a potential loan move very soon. I don't know why we are loaning him out when when I thought he was going to get more game time. I thought he was going to get more of an opportunity in the first team. I thought Marquinhos was definitely going to be one of those guys who we're going to look at as holding on to, keeping him close and nourishing him and seeing him develop as a youngster. But Mikel Arteta and the boys have potentially been speaking about loaning him out and listing him for a January loan. That might be because he might not get enough game time come the second half of the season. So let me just show you guys what it says here. Let me show you guys what it says here. Let me know what you guys think about Marquinhos potentially going on loan. Arsenal are considering a loan move for a teenager. Arsenal are still considering a January loan move for the teenager prodigy Marquinhos. The 19-year-old Brazilian will be allowed to leave if Mikel Arteta can sign another winger in the transfer window. The club has already decided Marquinhos' long-term future will be at Arsenal following his flying start in English in England football. How did he have a flying start? He played one game in the Europa League. Arsenal had originally planned to the unknown rookie to spend a season on loan in Europe following his £3 million summer transfer move from St. Paulo, but quickly changed minds. As we saw, he is quickly acclimatized to training with Arteta and the senior team. So yeah, Marquinhos. That is the update on Marquinhos, ladies and gentlemen. That is the update on Marquinhos. That is the situation with him. He does look like he could end up. He does look like he could end up being somebody who's going to be a big factor in the Europa League games for the upcoming foreseeable future. But do we keep him past January? If we get another winger in, it makes sense to let him go. It does make sense. Milner is available. You can have him if you want. Bro, Elneny's available. If you guys would die for Elneny right now at Liverpool. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Liverpool are in dire straits. Yeah, big up Elias though. Elias a big one. Hamza Singh, small club. Yo, AC Milan was AC Milan's a big club, bro. There's no need to disrespect other people's clubs. Let's be real. Let's be real. But yeah, so that's the situation with Marquinhos's potential loan move. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it is on the cards. It is a potential loan move that's on the cards. We'll have to see if that takes place or if it continues from anywhere from now. Now, I just wanted to show you guys something. You remember how LENO made some comments about Arsenal and Arteta and everything? Fabrizio Romano had something to say on that. Iga, can you do the dancing like the one on Terry's show, please? Bro, what am I, a clown? No. My man's saying, can you dance? The hell is this? What do you think this is? Anyways, moving on quickly from that. That is a strange request. Let's just go to this quickly. You have Fabrizio Romano has basically been left baffled by the remarks made by Leno. Leno commented about him it being politics that got him out of the club. I can't understand, Romero said, when baffled about the comments from the player. Arteta called magnificent. So yeah, Fabrizio Romano was left baffled by the comments that Brent Leno made about Mikel Arteta and the club being political, getting rid of him. I honestly thought that was weird also. Like he got his move, he wanted his move, but it's like when the hell did this become a situation where Leno was feeling like he was being hard done? It came out of nowhere for me, and I was kind of shocked that how quickly these stories came. Leno's skilled, but Ramsey's cleared. Leno turned into Martinez. LOL. Yeah. Big up six UCL winners. Yeah, man. Big up the 6 UCL winners. I think that's AC Milan who won all those UCLs. They've done well for themselves. Honestly, they've done really well for themselves. You got to give it up to them. But yeah, Fabrizio Romano was left baffled and was quite shocked by the criticism from Leno about his former club, and it just kind of doesn't make sense because, of course, from what he knew, the relationship between him and Arteta were quite good, and he left on positive terms. So this whole thing just doesn't make sense to a certain degree. Romano had said Arsenal were willing to sell the player, and we sold him to Fulham, and Fulham got themselves a good goalkeeper. So sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Tommy's in the house. Win against Tottenham, draw against Liverpool, win against Leeds, draw against Man City, win against Southampton, 12 to 15 points. If I'm not mistaken, if you're giving us 3 wins and 2 draws, that is 11 points, bro. That is 11 points. So how did you get 12 to 15? Am I mistaken? Because you gave us 9 points with 3 wins, 2 draws, but then somehow you're going 12 to 15. What does that make? How does that make sense, bro? I'm so confused. What are you chatting about? Tommy, you're my boy, but what are you talking about, bro? How is it 12 to 15 if you put down 11 points? Okay, we move on. We digress. Now this next one is going to, you guys are gonna laugh. You guys are gonna laugh, but monitor the situation. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you're gonna say it don't make sense, but just keep an eye on this situation. This situation right here, keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on this situation. Keep an eye on this situation, people. Keep an eye on this situation because Frankie De Jong is available. Frankie De Jong is available, people. He is available. Reports coming out that Barcelona to try to sell Frankie De Jong in the January window. Yes, Frankie De Jong could be sold in the January window, meaning Arsenal could make a move for Frankie De Jong. Monitor the situation. Keep an eye on it. Just understand that if Barcelona are looking to sell Frankie De Jong and his move to Manchester United has now fallen apart, there's other clubs that could potentially come in for him, like a Chelsea, like a Manchester United, of course. But Arsenal should keep an eye on the 25-year-old. The 25-year-old would be going for around 75 million pounds, 75 million euros, close to 65 million pounds. He could be on the cards. So keep an eye on him. The Champions League team, Barcelona, are potentially looking to sell him, and Arsenal could be a landing spot. So could Chelsea, and so could Manchester United. But just keep an eye on it. There is a possibility that we could get Frankie De Jong. Could we? Potentially. Would he be suited to how we play? Definitely. Would he come in and benefit us a lot? 100%. But at this point, do you think we'd actually get him? I doubt if we'd have the pull to get Frankie De Jong at this moment in time. But let's see if we can bring in Frankie De Jong. If we could, that would be amazing. He is linked to Arsenal today. That is another story that's out there. So we have to wait and see where that goes and what we can do from there, honestly, because that would be a fantastic move. That would be a fantastic move if you could bring him in. But I don't know if we'd be able to at this moment in time. That is the reality. Guys, throw in your questions in the chat just before I go. I got one more story before we go for the day. So throw your questions in the chat and then let me know what you guys are saying. Let me know what you guys are saying. Let me know what you guys are saying. But yeah, there's a couple of reports about this right here. Let me just show you the final story of the day. Reports coming out that Marco Asensio has been offered to many important English clubs, that Arteta is open to loaning the what? Yeah, he's willing to loan Marquinhos. But yeah, there's a lot of rumors that Arsenal may return for transfer target Real Madrid player. Yep, there's just so many different random rumors of Marquinhos being linked to Arsenal. Rumors about not Marquinhos. Rumors of Marco Asensio potentially to Arsenal. Marco Asensio potentially to Arsenal. Everywhere I go, I just see Marco Asensio rumors to Arsenal. So I don't know. I don't think this will happen. I don't think Marco Asensio will be a factor in Arsenal transfer business going forward. But we have been linked to him so many times that I think Real Madrid are doing their best to try to get rid of the player, and we actually aren't that interested in the player. That's just a reality. I just don't think we are seriously interested in Marco Asensio. He does seem like a panic buy. He seems like something that we would have done a long time ago. Asensio is dead. Bro, stop that. Rodrigo, that is a terrible joke. That is a terrible joke. Arsenal have two sign January, or we'll bottle up. Yeah, we definitely need to make some January signings. I 100% agree, ladies and gentlemen. 100% agree. Iga, I swear, man, 1,000 more likes after you dance. Nah, man, I'm not dancing, bro. I'm not dancing. I promise you that. I'm not dancing today. Harvey Elliott is a fraud. Um, big up George in the house. Big up George. Let me know, guys. Hit that like button right now. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know whatever questions you gotta go, because I'm gonna bounce in a couple minutes. Um, I feel like that is enough for. I've given you guys enough of an update on everything going on. Um, who is this? Who is this? Let's see. What is this? Yusuf Khan is closely working with Paramita Saka as the head talent ID uh, identification. Leroy resign being began months of work, recruitment or other clubs. Okay, so we got a new recruit, seems like, or if I'm not mistaken. Arsenal head of talent, emerging talent. Yep, Arsenal head of emerging talents. This is this guy right here. He is promising signings such as Raul. Yeah, he's made some promising signings. He will be leaving Hale End next month for a new role. Oh man, that sucks. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. He'll be leaving Hale End. He'll be headed on to a new role. Let's see what else there is. Keon Edwards, 19th birthday. Shout out to Keon Edwards. On this day in 2020, unusually late Premier League start to the season. We beat Fulham 3-0. Yo, that is 2 years ago since this game. Mad. I remember that game. Willian got three assists. 2021 this day. Yo, was that the North London derby? No, we beat Norwich 1-0. Yeah, that's mad. That's mad. Talking about Freddie Lumberg. Shout out Freddie Lumberg. He signed yesterday on September 11th. What was it? How many years ago? On this day, how many years ago? Almost 19 years ago. Shout out Marquinhos. That's emotional. Yo, did you guys see this? This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Check this out. So this is the passes received. As you can see, we play a perfect 4-3-3 system, because each player basically receives the ball exactly where they need to be standing on the pitch, except for Jesus. Jesus receives the ball all over the place, but everyone else pretty much receives the ball exactly where they need to receive it on the pitch. Pretty interesting stat, if you ask me. And then on this day in 2016, Kashani spectacular overhead kick, last minute penalty from Santi Cazorla, beat Southampton 2-1. I remember that game. That was a good game. We already spoke about this guy yesterday. Yeah, Arsene Wenger left his heartfelt tributes to Queen Elizabeth II. Yeah, we've already spoken about concerns over the PSV game, and there's still concerns over the Brentford game. As we know, those games are going to most likely be postponed. We spoke about the 3 Brazilian yesterday. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. Further updates on Premier League fixtures, morning period due course. The Premier League will be announcing that next Saturday's Premier League fixtures expected to be postponed in line with the Queen's state funeral. There you go. So just to give you guys more closure on that, that does seem like that's the situation right there. What are people saying in the chat? Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Could you take Ox back at Arsenal? We don't want him. We don't want him. We don't need him. You guys paid a good price for him. You can keep him. You can keep him. What else is there? That's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of here. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. I got a big video tonight at 10 p.m. on Vibes from the 6 with the boys. So please check that out. Make sure you guys do come check that out. It's going to be a really good video at what time are we going live? Whatever time we're going live, I'll remind you guys. But of course, go do check that out. Make sure you check that out. Right, we're going to be live we're going to be live, and we'll be able to let you know when we're doing. But right now, you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. My boys from Never a Foul are going to be live at 4:30, so go check them out. Also, I'm going to just redirect you guys over there. But yeah, have yourselves a wonderful day. I'm out of here, people. As you already know, Kitty G on EGTV, and we're gone, people. Shout out to the people in the chat. Iga, we'll hit the like button after you dance. I'm not gonna dance, bro. I'm not gonna dance. You have a good one though. Appreciate it. You're funny. This guy is funny, man. He keeps asking me to dance. What am I? I know I'm an entertainer, but I'm not a dancer, bro. Anyways, peace.